Welcome back, everybody. We're here to pull cards for June 25th. I'm going to be pulling one card for overall energy and then one card for each sign. And I am using my vice versa tarot, which works out a little bit differently than some of the other cards. So I think I'm going to do this a little differently rather than leaving the deck in the middle of the picture with a card that is facing the camera. I think I'm gonna figure out something a little different. Something. We're gonna figure out something. Okay, let's pull for overall energy. Overall energy, June 25th. What are we looking at here? Okay, here's what we have. What is this? Three of Cups showing up in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse. All right. Now let's see what we got for, we're going to start with Aries energy. All right, here. Okay, so taking a peek here at Aries, you guys have that side of the Knight of Swords showing up. So first of all, let's talk about the overall energy for a second. With this Three of Cups in reverse, yes, in reverse, and it's actually that side of it too. So I think this is going to be talking about the idea that there's somebody who has in the past, so probably even before today, somebody who in the past you would have considered a friend, but they have done something that either has gotten on your nerves, annoyed you, made you aggravated with them or upset, maybe even, oh, excuse me, forgot to silence my phone, maybe even possibly betrayed you in some way. You're aware of it. This has happened in the past. You already know about this. With the Knight of Swords showing up here, Aries, I think what's going on is that you are I think you're talking to somebody about this today, okay? You could be venting about this, or you could be just gossiping about this person, but I think that this communication that you're doing has to do with this thing that happened in the past. So talking about them basically is what I see coming up here for you, Aries. Talking about this person and what they did that you did not appreciate at all. All right, so that's Aries. Next up, we're going to look at Taurus. So Taurus, you guys have the Five of Cups showing up in reverse. Five of Cups in reverse just means that with this overall energy, you did have somebody in the past who had gotten, you know, on your nerves all the way up to possibly even betraying you. You have that Three of Cups energy showing up in the past. And with this Five of Cups, I think that it did disappoint you also in the past, but I think that you're letting this go. I think you're realizing that whatever this was, it actually worked out in the long run for your overall good, and so you're letting that go. You're not holding any grudges. You're just moving on to the next thing. Okay, so that's for Taurus. Next up, let's look at Geminis. So Geminis, King of Swords, that side. We've got a lot of that side so far today. I don't think we've got this side yet. King of Swords, that side. What's going on here? Geminis, I think that whatever this person did in the past that you would have considered a friend, that was not so nice, shall we say, I think that made you feel really moody whenever it first happened, but now I think you're finding your balance again and you're looking at the whole situation a lot more logically and not paying as much attention to any feelings that what they did might have caused for you. Next up is Cancer. Cancer. That side of the Queen of Cups coming up for you. Cancer, this is just basically telling me that you are not paying any more attention to this person who was not so nice to you in the past that you would have considered a friend. As of today, you're not paying attention to them. Nope, can't see you. Turn my back to you. You're not interacting with them really at all. All right, let's see. That was Cancer. Next up, we're going to look at Leo. So Leos, what do we have here? That side once again. Okay, that's our norm, I guess. So that side in reverse of the Lover's card. This just tells me that there was somebody who, I think they're an ex today, if they weren't an ex before, but there was somebody from before who you were partnered up with in some way, whether this was romantically or business-wise or whatever. You were partnered up with them, but they were really getting on your nerves, maybe even stabbing you in the back, just kind of depending. There's a whole range of what could have been going on here, but somebody really was not treating you with respect to really sum that up. At whatever level, they weren't treating you with respect. And so I think that that partnership has ended because of that, because you want a partnership with somebody who can at least respect you. So I think you've ended that. You may be ending that actually today, or it may have ended just very recently with that side showing up. So that's Leo. Next up is Virgo. Ooh, we've got a this side card. How do you like that? About time, right? So this side in reverse, what's going on here? Okay. Virgo. Oh, I get it. All right, so Virgos, at some point in the past, maybe even for a while during the past, consistently, somebody has been getting on your nerves, maybe even saying things behind your back, doing some type of backstabbing or betrayal. And I think that you're realizing today that this is just a part of how this person, their normal MO, their normal mode of operation. This is just kind of how they handle things. You may even be realizing today that this person actually is a narcissist or who has strong narcissistic tendencies. They're not somebody who shoots straight. They won't tell you the truth if the truth will get you to do something other than what they want you to do. They're going to tell you what they think you want to hear pretty much all the time. They are always trying to be in charge of situations. They can have a lot of insecurities, and yet still somehow manage to come off pretty arrogant. So I think that you're realizing that this person who has really been not treating you so good, you're realizing that there's a reason and that that's really not changing, because that's just part of this person's personality. Okay, so who was that? That was Virgo. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Libra's Five of Swords showing up in reverse, and that side. So Libra, with the overall energy being that side of the Three of Cups, you have somebody, or that side of the Three of Cups in reverse, I should say, you have somebody who was not treating you well, was not giving you respect, maybe even all the way up to even blackmailing you or stabbing you in the back. I think that what's going on here with this Five of Swords, I think you've sort of, it's interesting how this comes across. I think you've made peace with this situation. Whatever it is that they do that annoys you or that is not good for you, not healthy, not productive at all, I think you've made peace with the situation of this is just what it is. The idea that you've made peace with this situation doesn't necessarily mean that you're staying in that situation and continuing to give a person a chance to keep disrespecting you. I mean, you could be, but I'm hoping not. But generally, the idea that you've made peace with it just means you've come to accept that, okay, this is what it is, and hopefully that has empowered you to realize that you don't have to keep putting energy and effort into, having your face figuratively slapped every time you try to be nice to this person. You may be deciding that I don't want to put energy and effort into trying to make something work with somebody who just is not on the same page and really doesn't care to be. Okay, so that was for Libra, right? Yep. Next up is Scorpio. Scorpios, Nine of Pentacles. That side. Okay, so Scorpio, somebody in your past who has either been annoying, maybe possibly blackmailed you, maybe possibly betrayed you, but at the very least, they've been a friend who has been annoying. I think that we've walked away from that friendship or away from those interactions that we're having with this person. We may be doing that today, or we may even be considering that we have done that today. Or I mean that we have done that in the past, excuse me. I will tell you with this card coming up, Scorpios, I don't really think we're having any trouble with it. Where some people might feel trouble with that, like they might second guess that type of decision. I think that if we've cut that person out of our life, we're not having any trouble with that decision. We recognize that that's just what needed to happen. All right. And as Scorpios, we're kind of famous for that, right? We're famous for, we'll put up with a whole lot, but once you get to the end of that whole lot of rope, when we're done, we're done. We don't think twice about it. It's over. So somebody has put you to that point. Or maybe I should say put us to that point where we're just done with that. All right, next up is Sagittarius. Sagittarius, 3 of Wands, showing up in reverse that side. So 2 threes. 3 of Cups in reverse. Somebody got on your nerves, maybe even blackmailed you, maybe betrayed you. Maybe they were just an annoyance. Maybe they sucked on their teeth too loud and too consistently. I don't know. But this person, was not having a particularly positive impact on your life. And with the 3 of Wands, that side of the 3 of Wands in reverse, I think that you pretty well figured out really quickly that you did not want this person in your life any more than they have to be. So I think that you just deal with this person when you have to and no more. So like if you work with them or if you co-parent with them, you deal with them, but not for the long term. And you certainly don't make plans to go like on vacation with them or anything like that. Anytime you have to deal with them, it's a one-shot deal. Get in and get out and be done. All right, so let's see, who is that? That was Sagittarius. Next up, we're going to look at Capricorn. Queen of Wands, look at that. Okay, Capricorns, what's going on here? With this 3 of Cups in reverse, you do have somebody who, in the past, really annoyed you. Maybe all out betrayed you, maybe tried to blackmail you. With the Queen of Wands, first of all, look at her. She does not look disturbed, does she? She also has not left her seat. She's still reigning on her throne. So she's not leaving. She's not being disturbed. Whatever it is that these people were doing that was annoying you, you're still holding your position. You're still staying true to yourself. You're still keeping power and authority over yourself. So you're not letting somebody push you off of your decisions, push you off of your targets or your goals just because they're annoying. From what it looks like to me, you're not letting anybody push you off of your serenity just because they're not very respectful or they don't treat you so good. You are very sure of your worth, and you're not letting somebody acting silly, to say the least about the most, jack up how you feel about your own worth. You're still right there walking in your integrity, doing your thing. Let this other person do whatever they want. I got other things to focus on. That's the energy I'm getting from you. Okay, so that's from Capricorn. That's probably about the healthiest reaction I've seen to this so far. Next up, we're looking at Aquarius. 5 of Pentacles showing up this side. Aquarius, this is somebody that you would consider a friend and you feel like they've gone behind your back and done something that was not beneficial. Let's put it that way. And I think that you are kind of feeling the squeeze. There's something that they did that was not beneficial that I don't know if it necessarily impacted your finances or if it just stressed you out to the point that it impacted your money, impacted your health. But definitely there's something going on here because look at this lantern on the floor here. This guy is not even looking at this lantern. The lantern is hope. The lantern is truth. So this really tells me, Aquarius, that when somebody has done something that has betrayed you or that has annoyed you, you're having a hard time really focusing on what's in front of you. You're having a hard time focusing on being hopeful. All right, so we want to change that, because how we manifest good things in our lives is by, looking at the good things that could be. So, you know, don't stay stuck in your disappointment. Look around for the opportunities that are there now, even after this has happened. Okay, that's Aquarius. Next up, let's look at, who is this? Pisces. Okay, so Pisces, what we have here is the Page of Pentacles. This side of the Page of Pentacles, right side up. So this is really interesting. So this looks to me like somebody was doing something that was really annoying, that was getting on your nerves. Maybe they even betrayed you or tried to stab you in the back. But whatever this is, it worked out in your favor, because it works out that somehow this is giving you some good news about money or about material goods. So dealing with this interaction actually puts you in a place where you're receiving some good news about finances. Isn't that funny? I am pretty sure this is not what they were going for. Pretty darn sure that's not what they were going for, but it's how it worked out for you. It's how it worked out for you. You dealing with this person gave you the karma to get this news about money or material goods. That is good news. All right. So thanks, guys, so much for being here. I do appreciate that. Looking forward to working with some of you in person later on today. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.